So I'm been feeling depressed the last couple of days. I know I've been going up and down a lot lately. Mostly with my bipolar disorder. I do have depression, and a lot is like subjective. Like someone will say something to me and I feel silenced, or I feel like I don't have a voice, and I find it really hard to communicate like with people, except for like people, like um, just, I know my best friend and I, even we have problems communicating. So I guess it's most people, um, even professionals and family. And I just feel like I don't want to get mad, so I just hold it in, and it makes me depressed. When I feel depressed, I don't feel the anxiety the same way. I just want to like lie down and just kind of numb out. I was talking to my therapist today about saying that I remember when I was like 5 years old, and I can remember that feeling of numbing and also the feeling of anxiety, which kind of comes with it, but maybe a little bit on and off, one or the other. And, um, I've talked before about how I have hydrocephalus, and that made me feel like I was the black sheep of my family because, oh, I knew early on. I'm only saying 5 years old because, well, I was born with hydrocephalus, but I only really remember that certain thought when I was like 5, how I'm the black sheep of my family. No one else has medical problems except for me. Look how much attention my parents have to spend on me and my little brother. He's 2.5 years younger than me, and just all the guilt that came with that, and um, you know, also I've talked about how I was sexually abused when it was between the years of 4 to 6 for me, and like I've had a lot of stress, and I don't really blame it. Like mostly what I blame, um, my sensitivities and the big jolt that I got in this world is from my hydrocephalus, because it was so hard at birth, apparently. I was told I wasn't touched at birth until maybe half an hour, when my mom woke up from anesthetic. Quickly they whisked me off out of the room, but in like a little bed to the NICU, and they didn't know what was wrong with me. They didn't know in 1974 what hydrocephalus was at that hospital I was at. And I guess there was that jolt. I'm coming into this strange world and I'm freaking out because everyone else is freaking out. I don't know, I'm just imagining like a little baby, right? They know what people are feeling around them maybe. I believe that babies know a lot more than we think they do. And it's like that's what started off, I guess, but I have some pretty cute baby pictures. I know that, I was able to push away some of my stresses. I remember being happy as a child, and my dad, he died when I was 11, but as a child, I remember my mom and my dad, they loved each other. And my brother, he was like my best friend um, for my childhood, like when I was younger. Like I just, before the family kind of fragmented a little. When my dad died, everything was stressful, but I do have good memories. But it's just hard dealing with still this feeling that if I open my mouth, I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna say something mad. I'm not gonna be able to. And my biggest fear is like if I open my mouth, somebody's gonna put me down further, because there's there's issues. I'm not really saying everything, but I'm having a lot of stress dealing with just issues like, okay, family. Sometimes there's issues here, but you know what I mean. Like it all comes down to, I'm not really blaming any one thing. I know I'm a sensitive person. I grew up as a sensitive child. I believe that when things happen when you're really, really young, when you can't verbalize it and you're in a lot of pain and you don't know what's going on, 4 operations in my first year of life. I know babies don't remember that, but and then by the time I was 14, I'd had 13 operations. So that's my little rant on hydrocephalus and just feeling um, depressed and closed in, but I just felt like I had to say something because otherwise, um, I'm a blob.